Thought I'd talk a little bit about a buffer. These are pretty common across brands. This one happens to be a Triple S buffer. It's a low speed, not a burnisher, but a buffer. The problem I had was that the crew that I work with, the motor would spin, but this wouldn't spin. So you'd hear the motor go, but this wouldn't spin. And so I searched YouTube, couldn't find much for parts breakdown. And so I just started pulling stuff apart. So to unlock, to get this motor off, you have to take these mounting bolts off, and then that unit will drop out. Then you got to take these bolts here loose, and that'll split the engine. You can pull the armature out, and what you'll find is that there's a bearing that the armature sits into this unit here. And what happens is there's a little rubber coupler that connects the motor shaft to this gearbox thingy, and I couldn't figure out how to get the armature, the shaft, out of this, and it's just pressed in there with a bearing. So you just gotta beat this thing off of there once you get this off the shroud, and then you can see that once you split it, once you pull that engine or the motor armature out of there, you'll see that there's a little fork on the armature and a little fork on the gear, and that little rubber piece with a metal thing in there, little square, is what is generally shot if the motor spins and the buffing pad doesn't. And so there's the part number right there. I couldn't find that hardly on any website. I finally turned something up after a couple hours of searching, and they're a couple bucks. I don't know, I'm sure under, I think it was for sure under 20. I think it was maybe even under 5. But there you go, and then you put that in there, button everything back up, and then when the motor spins, that gearbox spins. It's a motor coupler. So I thought I'd help somebody out. There's a bunch of different models that use the same coupler. If you search up this coupler number, you'll see a website that has, it's kind of universal for all buffers. Got any questions, leave questions in the comments. I did this a little bit after the fact. I kind of forgot I was going to do this, and got her kind of back together, and I thought, well, I better do video now. So hope this helps somebody. Talk to you later.